here after a weekend of seismic change where again you see Scotland on the march, Wales on the march, an increasing realisation that Westminster does not serve the interests of the people. That certainly is the case for Ireland. We're witnessing again the kind of chaos that we experienced throughout the whole Brexit process, and I think it's little wonder now that people are looking increasingly towards a new constitutional arrangement where decisions affecting Ireland are taken in Ireland and where we forge our future together. So we're here for a range of political engagements. Michelle O'Neill and the group met with the SNP and Plaid Cymru last night. So our political engagements with them will continue. And of course our call remains on the British government to be true to the Good Friday Agreement, to honour in full its commitments and to start preparations now for referendums for the reunification of Ireland. And of course that message is for the government here in London, but equally for the government in Dublin.
Given the reality is that the prospect of a government now being distracted for the foreseeable future, what's the potential fallout for Stormont and indeed this reset with Brussels?
Well look, the work of the executive has to continue. We're always very conscious that the powers of the institutions are constrained, but nonetheless Michelle leads the executive and works for the betterment of every person to the best of our ability. That work will continue. It is testing, it is challenging. Michelle will want to say something more about that. On the reset with Europe, I mean, the reality is that we are all living in a world that is increasingly changed and volatile, and we all have to respond to that. How the British government chooses to position itself on international affairs or its relationship with the European Union is of course a matter for themselves. Our concern is Irish interests. Our concern is that Irish interests are not damaged in any way, whatever position or decision is taken here by whoever it is that might occupy number 10 Downing Street.
And I think as the melodrama unfolds here, we're left, the people at home are left wondering, where's the support for cost of living? How are they going to get through these times? We as an executive are in the middle of trying to set a budget. We're engaged with the Treasury, we're engaged at the British Government Minister level, but their emphasis is not on those priorities. Their emphasis is on this internal drama that's happening in Westminster. So that does have a detriment to the people that we represent. So that's why I think people understand increasingly so that their future needs to be beyond the limitations of this Westminster drama. They brought us Brexit, they brought us austerity, they brought us chaos after chaos. I think people want better, deserve better. We want better for them too. So I think that's why the conversation around breaking the link from Westminster is one that's very acute right now. And I think the election results over the weekend, the people of Scotland have spoken, the people in Wales have spoken, and I believe increasingly so the people at home know that their fortunes are much better in their own hands. I think we need to break the shackles from Westminster.
Does it matter to you who's Prime Minister, who's leader of the Labour Party? Because it looks as if that's all in the mix now.
I think that regardless of who occupies number 10, they never have and never will prioritise our interests at home.